Alrighty folks, so was not really planning on buying a heater, but my furnace broke for a couple days and had to go get a heater to heat up the house. It got a little chilly, so it was time to get one of these. And I'll tell you, right off the bat, I was hesitant to get this type of heater only because I've seen photos, I've seen what it looks like. It looks pretty like intense, how red, orange hot it gets. So I thought, I don't know if I want to get this thing. But I am now a believer. I've drunk the Kool-Aid on this Presto Heatdish. First off, let me show you that it's got a nice little kind of compartment for the cord, the power cord. So the power cord kind of fits in here very neatly. The other thing is that it's got a nice square base. So they've done some new upgrades since the beginning that Presto started to make these heat dishes. So it's got a nice stable square base as opposed to the round bases. And it basically has one big dial, makes it super easy for people like me. And there's a reset button at the very top. But that's that. Let me show you one more thing that is kind of good to know about this thing. Okay, so here you see that the dish is pretty much 90 degrees to the base. So this is its locked position. And it makes it very easy to pick up and to carry. And by the way, this thing is so light. Anybody can pick it up and take it from one room to the next. When you go get the box, you pick up the box, it almost feels like what's in this box, right? So it's really light. The reason is because it's got a metal dish, and then the heat elements inside, and then the rest is pretty much plastic. But it's pretty sturdy plastic. So anyway, the position that it's in right now is a locked position, and you cannot turn it on when it's in locked position. It's ready to be picked up and carried away, and it cannot turn on when it's in the locked position like this. So that's kind of a safety feature. If you want to be able to turn it on, you have to tilt it up, and then you'll be able to turn it on. So let's turn it on, and let's see what this is all about. Alrighty folks, so it's tilted up, as you can probably tell, and it's turned on to low. You can see the little light right there, tells you that it's on. And it was pretty simple to do. I've had it on for an evening when our furnace kind of died for the night. Had it on for the evening, and we had it on low, and I'll tell you, low was more than enough to warm up the room that was about 300 square feet. So there you go. I don't know if you heard this in the very beginning. There was a little bit of a sound, but that was it. It's pretty much quiet the rest of the time. And you can essentially direct it towards wherever you're sitting or wherever you're hanging out, and you don't need it that close to you. It's not like those space fan heaters where you kind of need it close to you to give you heat. This thing directs heat from like 6-8 feet away. 6 feet away, totally. You can totally feel the heat. Because it's on low, you may not see it get super duper hot, but it's on low right now, and I'm actually feeling the heat being directed towards me because I'm behind the camera. So you won't actually see it get like orange hot. I think that only really happens if you turn it up to medium or high. But honestly, you don't even really need to turn it up to medium or high if you're in like a small room. The other thing that I really like about this, me being me, is that because it's parabolic, because the heat is being kind of directed from the dish, that you don't need to use a whole lot of energy in order to heat an area, the parabolic dish is basically directing the heat. So you're actually using less electricity. So I like that. And honestly, by the way, got the furnace fixed, everything's fine. But honestly, if I only was hanging out in one room and I didn't need to heat up the whole house, this is still a good buy. Even if you have heating in your house, this is still a good buy if you just want to heat up a room kind of relatively quickly and easily. This would be the thing to do. Let's do a little flash here. What I mean by that is, let's see if I can turn it up and you can see how warm it gets. So I turned it up. So I turned it up close to medium, and it turned on. And let's see if it kind of makes the dish orange. I can't really tell, honestly. It does it a little bit, but I'm already feeling the heat being directed at me from the dish. So you're kind of seeing a little bit on camera, a little bit of the orangey there. So that's medium. So it's not as intense or menacing as like what the box looks like. And honestly, you know, that was just me. I was being a little bit like, that looks kind of hot. But it actually is great. I'm converted. I'm a believer. I'm glad I got this Heatdish, and I can also pull it out in emergencies. If I run out of power, I can connect this to my generator, my backup generator, and then I can get a little bit of heat if I ran out of, power. The power went out. So there you go, folks. The Presto Heatdish plus tilt. Highly recommend.